here we are, folks. I'm actually on my knees here. I'm not begging for whiskey because I think I have plenty behind me. We've Hamish the cow, various whiskey glasses from Glencairn's to Bruichladdich glasses, Glengoyne water jugs, very nice cut crystal Glencairn from Glenmurray, thanks to the wonderful Graham and Faye Cool up there who gifted this to me last year. We have a genuine black and white whiskey jug. Now this is an original. This cost me in the region of about, I think it was about £25. A little antique shop in Chester. That won't be going anywhere. What else have we got? They think they're not full. But what should we go for? By the way, this is the Grand Order of Glenfarclas Whisky. That is a rocking horse glass. Now, I actually had two of these because I was gifted them from a good friend of mine up there, funnily enough, very near the Glenfarclas Distillery, and because they knew I liked Glenfarclas so much, I gifted two of these, and I kindly gifted the maltman one of these because he became a good whiskey friend, and I thought it's got to be done. So before I knock it out of the way by moving stuff, I shall just put it on my table. What have we got? Oh look, a Port Ellen 33-year-old sherry cask whiskey, 47.3. That's not bad for a 33-year-old whiskey. I'm just going to pop that up there for now. What have we got? Glenfarclas 17. This is my little homage to Glenfarclas. Now, yeah, still full. What else have we got? Glenfarclas Glencairn, the Losset, or Tarrymore I should say, the Losset's upstairs. We've got, yeah, it's a Glenfarclas 21-year-old with a little book by Ian Buxton. I've got my little Quake, another Glenfarclas nosing glass, another Glenfarclas tumbler, a Glenmorangie candle, a Glenfarclas water jug, a big Glenfarclas water jug, a Glenfarclas blind tasting and nosing glass. Now it's blue simply because once your dram's in there, you can't see what colour it is. It doesn't give you a hint at the age. It doesn't give you much to give away actually. I just think that one's empty, but I don't know why I keep that, to be honest. Off it goes. Glenfarclas 105, an excellent cask strength and readily available, 60%. Now they do variations of these. They do a 15-year-old of this. They do some other bits and bobs. So that's that. We have another 105 there. We have an 8-year-old, 10, the 12, the 15, 17, the 21, and the Family Reserve, which is here. £511, 19 shillings and 0 pence. LSD. Not of the drugs of the 60s and 70s, but of the pounds, shillings and pence before the decimal. Family Reserve, and the reason why it's 511 is because that's what the price was paid for the farm that the distillery now stands on. You get a little receipt bill to show what they paid for it and the history inside it. I think I got that bottle, was it the Whisky Shop in Dufton? I think it was, yeah. And they'll be going, oh, they're not all full. Eight-year-old, full. Cask bung. Just turn that round. I'm very anal with the right of things back in here. that 105, that's there. And we also have a 2003 Glenfarclas in a fancy box. Why is it fancy? I don't know, but yeah, single Highland malt whiskey, 2003, 43%. So yeah, traditional Speyside malt with a heavy sherry influence, coming from single 2003 vintage. This one, by the way, was done, or was available for sale in Marks and Spencer's at the time, so I think it was less than £40 for the bottle. So that got snapped up. We've got a bit of springs left in there. Now then, apart from all these, you may be thinking, what else does Mr. T drink? Or what else has he got in his little collection? Well, I've got a little sample there. This is another Craig Ellicky 12-year-old from 2003 from a sherry butt. We have another Aldi special, a 29-year-old Glenfarclas, which is not a patch on the one, you know, we've shown you previously. I have a little bit of Nicker coffee grain whiskey left. I have a bit of hogwash from Aldi. I think this was their take on monkey shoulder. Yeah, it's only really suitable for washing hogs. I've had it since July last year, I think, when we went up to Elgin and stopped in our cottage. I think we took my mum up then. I think she bought me that. We have another Aldi special, a single grain of Solo. I think the bottle probably is worth more than what the contents were, but we're going to do a single grain feature with the maltmen sometime. We're going to get together and we're going to collaborate. I'm going to take that, I'm going to take another, maybe possibly one of the Strathclydes, he's going to bring a couple together and we're going to do that. I have another Glenmurray, a 16-year-old in a rather striking Highland tin. That was... what else do we have? Just so you know, I'm not a snob, I do have a bottle of Gentleman Jack. It has been opened. And yeah, I have had a couple of little sips out of that. I usually use bourbon for when I do my barbecue ribs. Let's see. Anybody who's been up into Speyside and you've approached Craig Ellicky, you've got the lovely Craig Bridge on the left hand side, as if you're going to Elgin from Aberlour. That was one of Thomas Telford's lovely bridges, one that I'm absolutely in awe of. And on the right hand side, just before you go into the village, you'll see the Craig Ellicky Hotel. Well, that has a bar called the Copper Dog downstairs, which is absolutely brilliant. It's got a vast array of not just whiskies but spirits. They do lovely cocktails in there, and the food is absolutely outstanding. If you're up there, pop in. A couple of years ago they brought out their own. The Craig Ellicky Hotel Scotland Copper Dog. It's only at 40%. It is a blended malt Scotch whisky, so I'm taking it, it's on a par of, or they want to do similar to Monkey Shoulder. Now there's no clues as to who's done this. The only details on the back is the Craig Ellicky Hotel, Victoria Street, Craig Ellicky, AB 38 9SL in Scotland. It's rather good, even though I'd say so myself. What else have we got? We've got a, yes, it is full. That's a Glenfarclas Distillery 2003. This is an independent bottle again. This is done by G&M up there in Elgin, Gordon and MacPhail, for those of you who don't know. What else have we got? Open the box down here. And the Glenmurray. By God, I've got some Glenmurrays. It's pour cask finish. This is a lovely whiskey. Really smooth to drink, really easy to drink. If you've got somebody who's not a whiskey drinker, try that. I mean, it's sub £30. In fact, some places you can find it sub £22 at the bottom. Really nice, value for money, and again, Graham does wonders with his bits and bobs. Now then, up there in Dumfries and Galloway there is the Creative Whisky Company. Now this is another Glenfarclas. Now this is, let's check it out. One Well, there we go. Isn't that a pretty bottle? Who'd have thought Mr. T would say pretty? Very striking, nice labelling, very minimalistic, but it's got a very good impact to it. That's at 55.6%. I think we could do a side by side, a G&M and a creative whiskey. Put that back in. Oh, let's get it right, Mr. T. Because if you don't do it now, you'll forget about it. Earlier on I mentioned the Tamdhu 12, that Marks and Spencer's too. Again, it's just a 12-year-old, different label, different tube, same Art Deco, very striking and individual bottle. So there's that. Another G&M bottle, a Longmorn, distilled 2002, 43%. This I'll probably try at some time. Well, I will try it sometime. These ones, by the way, folks, this last few I've only got one of. Another Douglas Lang, Big Pete 2017 Christmas Special. Now, I have tried this. The Morton said, you may not like it. I've had the standard one and I did like it. I've tried that and I do like it. Yes, Mr. T likes Big Pete. Maybe I said that wrong, but never mind. Anyway, last year, 2017 again, going back up to Speyside, May it was, and Spirit Speyside Festival. I was wandering around Elgin with a good lady, looking for somewhere to drink. Wandered into the local Wetherspoons pub there, only to see them all. Yeah, charming. I travel nearly 300 miles away to get away from him, and I walk into a boozer and he's there. Anyway, we had a good time. The next day I said to the wife, come on, before we go and do anything else, I want to go to Glendronach. I want to possibly have a little tour around the distillery. I want to go to the VC and I want to see what they've got on offer for bottle euro. So I went and got this. Let's open it up. And yes, folks, that is natural colour. That is from a sherry puncheon at 57.7%, and that was distilled on the 29th of November, even 2005. Yeah, and I bottled it on the 1st of May 17. So what else do we have? Let's have a look. There is a Crack and Wee shop up in Glasgow. In fact, I think they've got 2 shops now. They've got, in fact, 3, I suppose you could count it as. They've got one up the west end of Glasgow and they've got one in the centre of Glasgow, and it's called the Good Spirits Company. One of them does, the 2 in the centre of Glasgow, one does spirits, that's it. The little shop just round the corner from it does beers and wines, stuff like that. But they also have a living cask that they keep topping up every now and then when it just gets that low. Now, they don't tell you what's in it on the bottle, but I do take a snapshot of everything that's in it at the time when I buy one. That's batch 19, and that is at 55% ABV. I missed out on 20 because I was too slow in getting a bottle. So there we go, batch 20 at 56% ABV, and I also have 23, which is at 54% ABV. Now, every batch will differ, every ABV will differ. It will go up, it will come down, it may stay the same, you never know. What else do I have? Oh look, another Glenfarclas 28-year-old. It's not. If I find a dram that I like, that's how tight that cork is. Add a bit to this. Give it a bit shake. Oh, that's nice. There's everything gone in there, from a bit of Kilhoman to a little bit of single grain to a bit of blend. You know, if I like it, it goes in there. And I do drink a bit of it, and it is rather nice. Different, but nice. So there we go, folks. That's whiskey. But I don't always drink whiskey. No. Do like a drop of gin. That is Needle Black Forest gin, and that is at 47%. Now this was for sale in Aldi just before Christmas 2017, and it's actually done in the Black Forest. Now that's a really nice gin. Good tonic. Don't put lemon or lime in it. I put a little bit of basil and a bit of cucumber in it. Beautiful. That is a really nice gin as well. That is very cardamom. It reminds me of maybe a mild curry. Doesn't taste like a mild curry, but it reminds me of that. So what else could you go to? I like my cheese. I like my crackers. I do like a bit of ruby port. You can't beat a bit of port. It's nice. What else do I like? Yeah, like a bit of tawny port. 40-year-old tawny port. This again was from Aldi. Oh, that is heaven. I'm so pleased I bought. I've got 3 left, plus this, so that should see me through the year. But when it comes to warm weather, yeah, I could sit and drink whiskey all year round, but really I'd like nothing more than a tall glass, some ice, a little bit of water. Yeah folks, ouzo. Ouzo is not just for Greek holidays. It's a lovely long drink. Yes, people think, oh, it smells like Pernod, you could put blackcurrant with it. No, in fact, it's nice. There's ouzos and there's ouzos. I mean, when I go to Greece on my holidays, I do like to buy a couple of bottles of ouzo. I sometimes like to get a nice old bottle, which sometimes doesn't last the period of the holiday, but usually in the duty free. That in the UK for a 70cl bottle is around about £23. That in Greece for a litre bottle is just under €12. It's a no-brainer, so I'll bring a few home with me. But anyway, that concludes the tour of what Mr. T has. I do have some other bits and bobs which are, at the moment I'd rather keep to myself, as they are worth a little bit of money. Yeah, worth a lot of money actually. And yeah, so that's about it. So I've rambled on long enough. We'll sign off. Next time I will bring you a whiskey review, and I think we'll go back to the Lost Distillery Company and see what we've got from them. But until then, TTFN, as they used to say on the radio. Ta-ta for now.
Please click subscribe, it really helps us when you do that, and click the bell so you never miss a new Triple M and Friends video.